Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. It's July 10th, 2026. It's a privilege to come to you live from Jerusalem, where I've been studying for the week with rabbis from all over the United States and the world. We've been spending time together, exploring texts together, soaking in the glory of Jerusalem, seeing the sky with more color than ever before. And today we're getting ready for Shabbat. It's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Jerusalem. The city is getting ready for Shabbat. Cab drivers are saying Shabbat Shalom. Cashiers are saying Shabbat Shalom, and people passing by in the street are saying Shabbat Shalom. So let's say good morning to each other in an early Shabbat Shalom. Cecile and Carl, Judy, good to see you. Hi George, Boker Tov, my friend. Good to see you. Hi Rose, hope that you are well. Hi Kathleen. We'll say a few more hellos and then we'll learn some Torah and wish each other a good Shabbos. Barry, nice to see you. Cecile, Hineni, with you. Hi Cheryl, hope you're well. Hi Scott. Let's take a breath. We'll sing a bracha on this. Penny, I see you. Let's see. I know the number. I'm waiting for you though. Amy and Arlene, Lydia, it's good to see you. Kathleen, Boker Tov. Hi, Linda. Good Shabbos, kind soul. Good to see you. And Linda, Shabbat Shalom, Boker Tov to you. Tzoraim Tovim to me. Jay, good to see you. Rose, Shabbat Shalom. All right, Penny, I'm going to do it. It's broadcast 1588. It's good to see all of you. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Deborah. Rosa, good to see you too. Here we go, friends. Let's sing, then we'll learn a little bit. Ya lai 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 lai, didi ai lai lai lai, didi ai lai 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 lai, ai la lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah hafoch ba v'hafoch ba la'asok b'divrei Torah. Today I lie, 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 lie. Today I lie, lie, lie. Today I lie, 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 lie. I lie, lie, lie. So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Penny. And thank you, Lydia. It's broadcast 1588. What a gift it is to come to you live from Jerusalem, to share Torah all around the world where you are, from all the people from all around the world who are here where I am. It is a beautiful thing. Let's also dedicate today's Torah, Linda, to your mother's 10th yahrzeit, which is next week. You're being called for the first Aliyah tomorrow. May her memory be for a blessing. Thank you for sharing her memory with us. Often I find myself teaching Torah from the weekly Torah portion, but what I'd like to do today is share with you a little bit of Torah that I was blessed to learn this morning from a great scholar, Melila Helner Eshed, who is an extraordinary teacher of Torah. She was focusing, as we all have been focusing this week, on the idea of being human. And she shared a number of texts, some of which I'd love to share with you. When it comes to the question of what is it to be human, I ask it from a religious standpoint. We should be asking it because the Torah gives us hints. What is it to be human? It is to be considered by God. To be considered by God enough to be created in God's image. Zachar unkeva bara'otam. Male and female did God create them. The first person had female and male in them. And so when we consider what it is to be godly, it is to let the feminine and the masculine swirl. That's what it is to be human. But so too is it to consider what is it to be created, B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of the name of God, which is Elohim, which means to have power. Elohim is the divine name which shows that God has control. And certainly what it is to be human is to have great control, even sometimes through carelessness, over the consequences of us walking through this world. We can see when we make things better, and we can certainly see when we don't. And part of how ancient tradition expresses this is from Breshit Rabbah, because it's so beautiful. I want to read the Hebrew to you, even if we will require a translation. Rabbanan Amrele. This is a midrash from 2,000 years ago. The rabbi said, B'Shem Rabbi Chanina bar Idei, v'Rabbi Pinchas v'Rabbi Chilkiah. In the name of Rabbi Chanina bar Idi, Rabbi Pinchas and Rabbi Chilkiah, here's the teaching. What is it to be person? V'hu me'od, hu adam. To be the word me'od, very, that's what it is to be adam. Hinun otiyot dedain, hinun otiyot dedain. Because the same letters are in both. Me'od, a lot, is the same word, same letters in another order. Instead of me'od, mem, aleph, daled, adam is aleph, daled, mem. And how do we know this? Because when God created the human being, Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, and God saw what God did, v'hinei tov me'od. Other days were tov, they were good. But on the day that we were created, tov me'od. We were a lot good. Now the truth is, to be human is to be a lot. And sometimes it's good. But one of the other things to consider is that to be human doesn't only include being good. And what do we do with that? The rabbis talk elsewhere about the great debate between God and the angels. Should people be created? And the angels say no. The angel of truth says no, people will lie. The angel of justice say no, man will do bad things. And so for us to consider that we are made of stardust, the heavenly, and we are made of the earthly, and those sometimes are at war with each other. The heavenly is what causes us to lean towards good, but the earthly is what leads us to make decisions sometimes based in self-interest, to forget literally our footprint on the earth, and to carry cosmic power and therefore consequence whenever we do something. For us to consider the word me'od, the word that is used on the day that we are created, that perhaps says our impact is me'od. No action is neutral, as Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel taught us. What we do matters quite a lot. And the way we choose to use this divine power with which we've been entrusted is a lot. So let me offer a poem written by Leah Goldberg during World War II with her decision to retain humanity. She wrote a lot during war, but she wrote actually about love. She wrote about life. So again, I'm going to read her Hebrew and then her English. V'anachnu nichyeh. Ani echyeh. Echyeh ve'ohev et hachayim halalu. Ohev otam al kiuram, al chalim, al ayumatam, v'lo etzeh mida'ati. Ani rotzeh, she said, Ani rotza, lichyot harbe, lichyot chayei adam asher mutar lo linshom, lichyot ba'or, be'oram shel yemei ha'atidim lavo, v'hu ha'or, v'hu ha'or asher yelech ve'ye'or, v'hu ha'or. And we will live, says Leah Goldberg, the Israeli poet. I will live and love this life. I will love it for its ugliness, for its illnesses, for its terror. And I will not lose my mind. I want to live much, to live the life of a human being who is allowed to breathe, to live in the light of days yet to come. And it is the light. And it is the light that will grow brighter and brighter. And it is the light. I read these words. Not only am I so grateful that such a poet as Leah Goldberg lived, but I led in these words written during times of darkness, as an affirmation that I learned here in Jerusalem from a great teacher who is a hybrid identity of a Kabbalist and a secular Israeli, a poet and a human, a person, a human being, who decided to explore with rabbis from all over the world what it is to let in sounds like those hunks, that traffic, that life, and to say, Echyeh, I will live. the way the ancient psalmist said, Lo amut ki echyeh. We will not die. We will live. That traffic and that light and this umbrella over my head shielding me from the sun and these trees that were planted and this beautiful guest house I get to stay in and my wife who's on this call, who gives me such light. All of us, friends, we can make the decision to live with light. And as Leah Goldberg says with such incredible eloquence, sometimes that light is the light that is to come, but it shines backwards in time. I live toward that light. We can live toward that light. This Shabbat we close the book of Bamidbar, which means we exit the wilderness. This Shabbat. We find ourselves in the context of 3 weeks leading up to Tisha B'Av, a very sad day. But until that moment where we reenact the sadness, we re-enter the sadness. For a moment we eat the sadness. Some people even have ashes with their food going into the fast. And Arlene, as you're saying, thank God for what technology allows. There's a child in a stroller right in front of me with a family that is relaxing before Shabbat. This is our chance, friends, to choose the light of that child. The light of our children. The light of the future that actually travels backward in time to illuminate our hearts in moments that feel dark. Another way of saying that, friends, is to choose light now is to give our children even more of what they need. Your children, my children, children. Children on this side of a border, children on that side of a border. Light is a universal right. So say with me, friends, say with me, I will live. I'm not asking you to describe how you're always feeling. Say it. Commit to it. I will live. We will live. I'm going to give you the last 2 lines again in Hebrew and then in English. Lichyot ba'or. Be'oram shel yomei ha'atidim lavo. V'hu ha'or. V'hu ha'or asher yelech ve'ye'or. V'hu ha'or. To live in light. In the light of days yet to come. And it is the light. And it is the light that will grow brighter and brighter. And it is the light. We are creatures made of heavenly stuff and earthly stuff. We have the capacity and the responsibility to bring those 2 ways of being together. That's what it is to be human. And if I can focus on one thing during this blessed time of study and reflection, the privilege of being here in the heart of our people, to learn with fellow religious leaders, to share with my friends and community, to amplify the light. Dayenu. So please, friends, even if you're not going to type it as Arlene and Cheryl has, as Amy has, please, friends, pledge for your sake, the sake of your neighbors, the sake of the future, pledge to let in the light. What a gift. What a Shabbos. Send your hearts here. I'll anchor you in Jerusalem. Let's sing. Kol od balevav v'nima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia od lo avda tikvateinu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. Shabbat Shalom, my friends. See you on Monday.